It's our iHeart Country album release party with Miranda Lambert. We are celebrating her 7th album. This is called Wildcard. And if you're listening right now, even if you're in the audience, you're watching online, make sure you use the hashtag iHeartMirandaLambert so we can see all your posts. Miranda can see them later when she's hanging out on the bus, chilling, relaxing a little bit.
Having a meltdown, in case forgot y'all liked it or not.
I mean, but it's real stuff. Like, you are so busy when it comes to putting out an album or on tour, things like that. I bet you one of your favorite things to do is just put on sweatpants at the end of the day.
Absolutely. That's like the first thing we do. We party at the Airstream in our pajamas. Right? Which makes it easier if you drink too much, because then you already got one step taken care of.
Boom. Then you just got to roll into bed and you're good. Exactly. All right. Well, I want to talk to you about how you kind of described the album Wildcard. You said this is your Queen of Hearts. And I love that you say this is kind of something really special to you. Tell us a little bit about why this album is so special and you call it your Queen of Hearts.
Well, I got a tattoo in last October, that was a wild card up my sleeve. It's a favorite line of mine, actually, from an old song, like a 30-year-old song by Emmylou Harris. And it says, when the morning comes and it's time for me to leave, don't worry about me, I got a wild card up my sleeve. And I covered it on my second record, I think. And I don't know, it always just stuck with me. And I feel like I've kind of pulled out wild cards here and there in my life, whether it was taking a risk in my career or my personal life or getting out of something that was bad or whatever it was. And so the Queen of Hearts just was a reminder to be the queen of my own heart. And this record sort of embraced all of those feelings, I felt like.
Yeah. It's good, right? Now, putting out 7 albums, do you have a favorite out of them all? Does this one just automatically become the favorite?
I mean, I guess I always have a special place in my heart for Kerosene because it's my very first record, but I also love Revolution a ton because it kind of was a shift in my career. It had House That Built Me on it, and it was, didn't it? I think it did. It's 7, I don't know. But that record just felt like kind of an elevation, and I had my first number 1 off that record with White Liar, so I guess I'm tied between Revolution and Kerosene.
Okay. Now, rewinding back to those days and sort of the people you used to look up to, I feel like you've become such a mentor for these new women in country music. Does that feel heavy sometimes, being this, like, mentor?
Well, I don't know if I teach them good or bad lessons. I mean, we have, like, Sweet Tennille out on the road with us, and sometimes I'm like, you probably shouldn't be in here for this conversation. Don't want to get her too jaded too early. No, I when I started touring, I toured with all men, and they were amazing. My first tour was Keith Urban, and then I went with Dierks and Kenny and Toby Keith and Brad Paisley and George Strait, and it was a learning experience for every single tour, but I didn't have a female mentor, anyone I could call if I was having a meltdown about something that only girls could relate to, and so I'm hoping to be that person for these girls out on the roadside bars, pink guitars.
Don't you just love Miranda?
Yeah, I'm great.
We're like all best friends up here. Let's talk about this new song you're about to sing, Bluebird. Tell us a little bit about how this one came to.
I love Bluebird. I don't know how to describe this song. It's more of a feeling. It's just special. Luke Dick had texted me a few lyrics or a piece of a poem he had read, and it was about a bluebird and keeping it in your heart, and I thought that was so pretty, so we decided to write to it with Natalie Hemby, and it's got a dark tone, but it's very hopeful, and I feel like it's a good reminder to all of us. Again, like the overall theme of this record is kind of like a little hopeful. So I don't know, Bluebird's one of our favorites to do, and it seems to be, the fans seem to be catching on to it really quick, so I love it.